Ignatian spirituality is a Christ-centered spirituality. Ignatius had that sensus Christi, which in a way is a hallmark for all the Jesuits. Jesuits are called to have the deep sense towards Christ, and this sensus Christi has to be seen in our mission. I was thinking of Ignatian spirituality for Jesuits today. Ignatian spirituality has its roots in the spiritual exercises and its wings in the constitutions of the Society of Jesus. Spiritual exercises has the fundamental aspects of the Ignatian spirituality, which each Jesuit has to imbibe within himself and has to act that spirit in the place he works. Ignatian spirituality for Jesuits today has to be seen with a new eye, I suppose so. The constitutions of the Society of Jesus, where St. Ignatius says, each Jesuit is sent on a mission in poverty, with obedience. I suppose so. Ignatian spirituality has a deep value today in the 21st century. We have our mission, but we have to question, where are we up to? Are we really having the frontiers missions? Are we for the preferential option for the poor? When Ignatius was alive, he was on the roads of Rome, going around, visiting people, preaching the gospel, and in a specific way, he opted himself for the prostitutes of Rome by having two institutions, one in the name of Roman College and the other in the name of Magdalena, Casa Magdalena. I suppose that type of orientation we should have. We should have a great mission for the poor. Who is poor? I was thinking of myself when I attended the province assembly in the Madurai province. There was a great talk among the great intellectuals of the Society of Jesus, talking from the material poverty to the spiritual poverty. And a Jesuit got up. He said, come on, let's go out of St. Joseph's College. We see the people. Let's come back and we shall talk about the poor. There is no need of minimizing our option for the poor. The option for the poor should be in terms of opting ourselves for women, children, migrants, immigrants, refugees, Dalits, tribals, and the list can go on and on. I suppose the Ignatian spirituality for Jesuits today should be seen in these type of works. The other would be Ignatian spirituality for Jesuits today should be seen in the ecological perspective. The whole world has the plastic culture, wherein we as Jesuits should stand against and opt ourselves for the good of the world, the cosmos. Ignatian spirituality for Jesuits today should be in our margins. When all the others are going for the best, we Jesuits should go for the better. Ignatius says in Spanish, el más, the better. The better signifies that never satisfying on our mission. We should always aspire for greater things, continually in search for the good, for the better. If when others opting themselves for the best, I suppose so the best cannot be reached, we Jesuits should be opting ourselves for the better. I suppose so. That would be the Ignatian spirituality for Jesuits today. Ignatian spirituality for Jesuits today can also be seen in the areas where others are not working. When there are so many institutions more famous than the Jesuit institutions, still we are clinging on to. I think it is because of our security. We should leave aside. I think of St. Ignatius. St. Ignatius had a plan for St. Francis Xavier to be the successor of the Society of Jesus. But when the mission called, he said to Francis Xavier, my son, you have to go to the Indies. And Francis Xavier says, here I am, send me. That type of sending us should be the motto of the Jesuits today, if we are in the Ignatian spirituality. Ignatian spirituality can also be seen in the community life where we are living. If we see the constitutions of the Society of Jesus, part 7 talks about the mission, whereas part 6 and 8 talk about the community, union of minds and hearts. Without the community, our mission cannot be fruitful. Without mission, our community cannot be livable. And so I think there should be a kind of a dialectic tension between the mission and community where we live and work. Ignatian spirituality for Jesuits today should also be seen in our companionship. I remember Pascal in one of his letters saying, Jesuits live today, live together, eat together, write together, but not seeing one another, he says. If that type of companionship we have, I doubt very much how much we are imbibing the true Ignatian spirituality in our lives. I should have a deep sense of love towards my companions, in my community and in the place I work. Ignatian spirituality also should be seen from the point of view of the Trinitarian dimension. Unity. It should be seen in terms of harmony. It should be seen in terms of plurality. It should be seen in terms of having a deep union. St. Ignatius never used the word unity, but on the other hand, he uses the word communion, union, in common. That's why he never used the word Societatis Jesu. On the other hand, he used company of Jesus. We are in company of Jesus. And so, my dear friends, Ignatian spirituality for Jesuits today calls for greater challenge. We are called for new horizons. We are called to reach the unreachable star. I wish and pray that having the spirit of St. Ignatius, moving forward, making an impact in the society we live, is the right response of a Jesuit for the 21st century. Thank you very much.